G'day viewers, and welcome to this week's PB's Retro Restorations. Thanks for joining us again, and hello to any new viewers, thanks for joining us. This week I'm doing this Corgi Aston Martin DB4 competition model. Now it started out as a regular Aston Martin, went through a few different colours, then turned into the competition model with the spun hubs, and then was released again with the spoked hubs. That appears to have been the last iteration of it before the Bond car. So without further ado, let's get to part and see what we're dealing with. Free hair! Free hair! Yes, I love the free hair I find in these models. What I do with it is I put it in a Ziploc bag, and hopefully one day I'll have enough to glue back on my head. Maybe. Anyway. Now the interior on this needs a good clean, of course, but it's also got a tear in the bottom of it. I'm not sure how that's been achieved, but there's not much we can do about it, and hopefully you won't be able to see it once it's in there. The glass is actually popped free from its mounting point, and it's got a crack across the front of it. So I'm not going to replace the screen on this time. I'm going to polish it up and do my best with what I've got. Now the engine compartment in this car is held in by rivets as well, so I've drilled them out. I'm probably going to have to glue it back in, but the condition of the engine is such that I'm not going to strip it and repaint it. I'm just going to leave it as it is. It'll look good. Now somebody decided it should be racing number 4 instead of the 1 on the doors. When I ordered the decals I got another number again, so anyway, it's also missing the jeweled headlights, but I managed to get a bag of them from the UK, so we'll see if we have better luck this time than we did with the Mini. And now we just go through the regular cleaning processes. Now the first lot of paint I used on here, tried airbrushing, was a lacquer paint, which I didn't realise was a lacquer paint, and it caused me all sorts of grief, but I'm just giving it a wet sand to try and smooth it out, and I give it another coat over the top. Now just masking over the top, of course, to protect the white and spray that aqua on. Didn't quite get the aqua right, it should have been a touch darker, but it came out good and it didn't bleed through, so I was happy with that achievement. Now here's the headlights. They came out good. They had something to sit in this time, so it wasn't so bad. Happy. And now just putting on the chrome accents, or chrome, the flat silver. Now starting on the windscreen, just some fairly reasonably coarse paper, giving it a polish as well, of course, and then a dip in the milk, and it came out pretty good despite the massive crack in it. Now it's reassembly time. I did glue the engine bay back in, and I also put a little dab on the metal spring at one end to hold it into place, just to keep it all together. And when I acquired this model, it had these tyres on it. They're obviously new and they've obviously been replaced. They look more like dinky tyres, but they're okay. I've opted not to replace them this time because they're brand new, even if they're not quite correct. just apply the decals for the finishing touches and we'll be all done. So here's what we started with, mainly a paint issue and the jeweled headlights. No major repairs or work to be done on this. And here's what we have now. Looking much nicer with its new paint, polished windows and replaced headlights. Now, as you can see, the colours should have been a little bit darker in that turquoise / aqua, but it looks okay. It looks pretty good actually, I'm quite happy with it. So thanks for joining us again this week. I really appreciate it. Thank you for any comments or advice you can give me. Thank you to my regular subscribers. Hello to our new subscribers. And if you're a first time viewer and you think you'd like to subscribe, if you click on my head at the end of the video, you can do that and switch on your alerts. So, I know you don't want to miss a second of any of the PB action. It's some top shelf stuff sometimes. You never know what you're going to get. So if you've enjoyed this video and would like to see more, why don't you click on one of these and check out one of my other videos. They're of varying quality and I'm learning each week. And if you've really liked it and would like to see what comes up next, click on my head to subscribe. Thank you very much for watching and I will catch you next week. Bye!